if there is only one being, am I all that is being? Well, certainly, if you're not referring to I as Joel. If you are thinking of I in the terms of God, certainly I am all that is being. The moment you try, though, to say, am I Joel, all that is being, you are immediately hoping to wipe out the rest of the family. That is not a possibility. I, God, am all that is being. And I, God, am being Joel and Mary and John and all the rest of those in the world. I, God, am the only being. Is there any other being, says Isaiah? Oh, no, there is no other being. I am all, and before me, besides me, there is no other. But that I is God, infinitely manifested as your being and mine, infinitely manifested as animal, vegetable, and mineral kingdom. That I is the only I that exists, and it appears universally as our individual being. The person, though, who says, I am the only being, looks out here and wonders what to do with all the rest of the people. But they have this much in rightness. If I were not the only being, you would not be benefiting from me. If I weren't your consciousness, you would not be benefiting from this truth. But if the I out there weren't my consciousness, we wouldn't be here together and aware of each other. God is aware of itself as infinite individuality, infinite individual being. God is the only being in this room, and we individually are that being. There again, words are so meaningless. You know what I've just said has absolutely no meaning at all if you read it from the dictionary meaning? None. Unless God has given you the grace to discern spiritually what I've said, it's contradictory and it's almost crazy. Like all spiritual truth, it doesn't make sense to the natural man. The things of God cannot be known by the natural man. Unless you can spiritually feel the truth of this, it isn't truth to you. Because humanly, it doesn't make sense. If it did, we would go out on the street corner and tell it to everybody, and by tomorrow we'd have universal peace. But because the world hasn't got the soul faculties developed, they cannot comprehend or apprehend spiritual truth. Having eyes they see not, having ears they hear not. And so it becomes necessary for us, in all of this teaching of Scripture, to remember, do not try to make it add up through human sense, because always the Bible comes out 2 times 2 is 5. Unless you have the divine grace to read it spiritually. Would you please explain pre-existent consciousness